Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Jim, it's always great talking with you.
Larry, what's the latest down there?
Well, we were hoping to have a press release this week, but certainly next week, and on the progress that we're making. But in regards to that, there was a conference in Vancouver, a 3-day conference, and which resulted in 30 or 40 people making a tour, metallurgists making a tour of Kemetco's labs. So Zarko and I went down there, and that started at 8:30 yesterday, and we had groups of of a half a dozen come by several times, different groups, of course. And they're very interested in what we were doing. They were able to see us precipitating the NCA, the nickel, cobalt, aluminum that we've been treating. We've already treated the MMC, and they could see it develop in a large flask that holds about maybe 60 gallons. And then we, precipitated powder out of that. And so we had a lot of powder on display, so they were very impressed with that. And we enjoyed talking to them. Zarko gave them a good description of what we were doing. And, we answered their questions. And after the tour ended, we had a meeting with an international recycler who came by, and that lasted for a couple of hours. And, it was a good meeting. It shows that the actual recyclers are interested in what we're doing, and they must know that their current solution of burning the batteries is just a stopgap solution, and they need a solution from cradle to grave, and that's something that have developed, I should say. So it was a good week, especially yesterday being the highlight of the week, and we're working on a few other things. I think I mentioned we had a group come up from Washington State that videoed everything we had, and they're working on a story. So we'll be updating you on that at some time in the future. And but the big story today, of course, that everybody's looking at is the Dow. The last I looked was down 500. Gold was up $30. The base metals were all down. And it's another volatile day in the market. I don't expect that rationalization will probably result in a smoothing out of the market sometime in the future. But, the tariffs that China was dumping on us certainly hurts. It hurts them, it hurts everybody. But I think the end goal is in sight, and, we'll get back to business as usual. One thing that must concern the lithium miners is that they've got nothing but bad and depressing news out there. That is something that the Chinese have really cornered and overproduced, and now you've got all kinds of mines coming into production, especially in Australia. And I noticed today that one of the big Chinese groups canceled a offtake agreement with an Australian producer. So those are signs, but that isn't going to last forever. But I said several months ago that lithium would have a problem getting up, because I followed these markets that are influenced by China for, over a decade, and you can always begin to see, what's developing on the horizon, and you have to prepare for that. I think we're in great shape. We've got a solution for end-of-life batteries that will be required. Commodity prices don't affect the bottom line and what we're doing that much. As long as there's enough items in there, our cost of getting it out is super cheap. And so I think we're in good shape for everything that's going on, Jim, and I think the shareholders can be comfortable with that.
Larry, for people new to American Manganese, what are you guys all about?
American Manganese is a critical metal company that got involved in technologies with their manganese property in Arizona back in 2009, and we patented a process that would allow us to compete utilizing extremely low grades, 2 to 3% manganese compared to 40 to 50% manganese or 30 to 50% manganese in the rest of the world, for making electrolytic manganese metal and electrolytic manganese dioxide, which is used in the lithium-ion batteries. And we actually made batteries back then, so it was a natural evolution for us to move on to adapting that particular patent to processing cathode materials because they had similar chemistries. And we've proven that that's done. We're almost through our pilot plant stage, and we've had tremendous interest from some household names out there that everybody would recognize. So it's something that's developed. We have 2 patents on that, 1 patent on the manganese, and we are patented in 4 countries, applying in 7 others. So that's the gist of the company. We're traded on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and we're traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. You can reach us at the phone number 778-574-4444. You can email me at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. Our website is AmericanManganeseInc.com, and all our information is on there. You can do a complete, thorough due diligence on us and our project. And our project is developed by a third party, so it's they're arm's length to us. They had no ownership. That's Kemetco. And, so we try to be as transparent as possible.
Larry, thanks a lot for the update.
You're welcome, Jim.
My guest has been Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on August 23rd.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.